Okay, but there we go. It's very tall, but nicely textured. I'm actually pretty proud of this. Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Last time we were here, we made our way back home after a huge adventure to find some, what's it called? Cocoa beans. We have some. We planted them outside, I think. Yeah, right there. They're still growing. And we also now have our brown concrete that we've been searching for, which we have right here. We're going to be building a statue of a chicken, but first we have to organize the stuff that we brought home, so I'll be back once I've done that. It's just all in here. Okay, we're back. We've gone ahead and put away all of the things. So, yeah, what's new? Well, we've put all of our deep slate stuff in here. It was originally in here. I put the deep slate in here. I took the meat out of here and put it in here. So now we have 2 food chests. It's not ideal. We probably should swap these 2. I think that would make more sense. And actually put this one here, put the enchanted books over here in a smaller chest. But that's just like moving around chests. It'll take a while, and that's a task for another day. Meanwhile, out here, our jungle tree that we planted last episode has grown. So have our cocoa beans. Exciting. So let's go ahead. We're gonna, oops. Actually, wait, we can actually do this faster if instead of breaking the cocoa beans, we just break the jungle logs and then replace them. Because that way we can break multiple by just breaking one thing. So now we're going to replant these, but this time we can plant more. And the reason they're spaced apart like this is because the cocoa beans are technically full blocks. So that way we can do something like this and actually, you know, make a better use out of it. But now let's go ahead and cut down this tree. It's a very large one too. But we did this so that hopefully we can get some more saplings from this. So we'll cut this down fully so that it'll decay. And we'll cut it like this so that it's basically a spiral staircase, which is good because it seems that it's becoming nighttime again and we're going to have to sleep. I already slept twice while we were putting stuff away, but we're going to have to do it a 3rd time because there was a lot to put away, but I'm sure you guys didn't want to see it, so I hope you don't mind me cutting that out. I mean, if you'd rather I didn't, you can let me know. You know, you can let me know your feedback in the comments. I'm always happy to hear feedback from you guys because obviously I am making the videos for you. So, like, I'd like to hear your thoughts on, like, you know, what you'd prefer. Do you like how they are? Would you like me to improve them in some way? Even just little things. Just let me know your thoughts, please. Wow, we already have a full stack of jungle wood. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and... Wait, get that. And then we'll see, have we missed anything up here? If not, I'm going to start digging down like this in another spiral pattern. And then sort of just like... Oh, wait, we missed that. Because if we miss one while we're up here, and then we see it when we're at the ground, or like we see a clump that hasn't decayed yet. Oh, no. That could have been really bad. We have to be more careful than that. And keep in mind how our spiral staircase is working. We'll get that log as the leaves decay. And then we'll get the rest at the bottom. Whoa, careful. So I think that seems to be it. We don't have to worry about the oak trees stopping anything from decaying, because for one thing, there are no leaves down here close enough to them. And also, you know, oak logs will keep oak leaves alive, and jungle logs will keep jungle leaves alive, but oak logs will not keep jungle leaves alive, and jungle logs will not keep oak leaves alive, if that makes sense. Which it hopefully does. Oh, some of these are going to fall down here, which will be a bit annoying. But, oh well. Oh hey, that leads into a cave that we've been in. Fun. But yeah, hopefully these will start dropping saplings, because we needed 4 saplings to plant it. So the idea is that we should get back more than 4 saplings. But we do have some backup in case we don't. Oh, we already have 2. Wow. Let's cut down these oak trees while we wait. Just because, you know, having this wood will always be good. Having this wood will always be good. But these trees were not here originally. We planted them using our own saplings so that we have wood to get, but I feel like they're getting a bit excessive and we maybe planted too many. They're a great spot for monsters to hide in. Like planting a bunch of trees when we know we'll need wood and then immediately cutting them down will be good, or planting a couple will be good in case we just need a bit of wood. Well, I'll keep rhyming good with wood. But like having this many just sitting here is just a spot for monsters. And also, I mean, I like trees, but just having this giant clump of them doesn't look that good. Having a couple will be nice, but not this many. So luckily with our extremely fast axe and the fact oak trees are one of my favorite, the oak trees are, I think they are my favorite type of tree to cut down, simply because you don't have to do anything weird with building up blocks because they're too tall and they don't have any weird, like normally they don't have any weird logs jutting out different directions in the leaves and keeping them alive that you have to get rid of. They're just straight pillar of like a couple of pieces of wood that you can get just by standing on the ground, and then they just decay very quickly themselves. They're very nice. So like when we need exotic wood types, I mean, I guess oak is sort of like the default, I feel like. It's like generic wood type, which we use for things like, you know, anything that it doesn't matter what type of wood it is. And, you know, we even use it for, I mean, used it for our house, we used it for our farm, and we also use it for things like, you know, tools and things, making sticks for the tools. We don't really make wooden tools, but like we need sticks for every tool. But, you know, stuff like that we use them for because we just have so much of it. Because again, it's sort of like the default wood type. There's also cherry trees around though, which is very nice because cherry wood looks very nice. We haven't used it very much in this playthrough, but I feel like we should because it looks very nice. Okay, but we've gotten 2, so we have 9 jungle saplings now. We've gotten 2, but we need to keep track of how much we've gotten specifically from that tree, so that we can hopefully have gotten 4. Actually, I think 1 stack of oak logs should be plenty. We can compost the other stack. Also, we did actually put an egg in here. Because, you know, it'll be nice to have a couple of eggs around if we want to make something like a cake, or does pumpkin pie need eggs? I can't remember. But there are a couple of recipes that do need cakes. Whoa. Okay, almost all the leaves are gone. The leaves of the tree. Let's go ahead, we'll pick up some oak saplings, but importantly, let's see if there are any jungle saplings. Hopefully it wasn't just 2, because that would be annoying. Oh, I see a couple. Whoa. Okay, 1, 2. I think that was 2 there, right? Uh-oh. Oh, well. But, yeah, we got another 2. So we've gotten 4 total. Can we go for 5? So we've gotten a net gain. That would be nice. But I don't see any more. And I mean, they're not going to be this far over. So, possible that that was just it. And then we're not going to get any more. Oh, wait, was that one? Yes, okay, we've gotten 3. So 5 total. So now we have gotten a net gain of jungle saplings. So we can just plant them again. And then, you know, get another jungle tree. And do that until we have a decent amount of jungle saplings. Because each jungle tree, luckily, does give us a ton of wood. So honestly, I feel like... And I've you know, figured this out as I played Minecraft. If you just want, like, you know, some wood, oak is great. If you want a ton of wood, spruce is great, because they're like the jungle trees, in that they grow really tall trunks, and you plant them like a 2x2 square, like you do the jungle trees. So they get thick, tall trunks that you can just dig a spiral staircase up and then dig straight down. But I don't think they do like the little pieces jutting off that you have to remember to grab. So you can cut them down very quickly. The wood actually looks very nice in building, but like, you know, you also just get a ton of it, so you can use it for pretty much anything that you need. If it doesn't matter what it looks like, you just need, you know, wood planks for something, or if you don't, you know, if it's just for a crafting recipe and it won't actually affect how the thing looks, something like that, then, you know, you can get that and you can get a ton of wood that way. Okay, but, wow, and these are already almost grown. The, what's it called? Things, cocoa beans, that's what they're called. They grow pretty quickly. Okay, so let's go ahead and compost these. This should get us some bone meal, which we can use to grow trees more quickly if we want to. We can also harvest our farm, and then we do have to build that, chick statue of a chicken, because someone in the comments a couple of videos ago, it was actually a while ago, we've just now gotten around to doing it, requested that we build a chick statue. So I went to a creative world and built one, just like as a reference, and then I am going to build one here in our survival world, but I realized that we didn't have brown dye that we needed. So we went on a huge adventure to get some jungle trees, and in doing so get some cocoa beans. And so now that we have them, and we have the concrete here, we can go ahead and build it this episode, which will be exciting. So, let's go ahead and maybe probably plant one more jungle tree, and then we're going to figure out where we want to build the chick and build it. Oh yeah, we have to also harvest our farm, so hold on. Here we go, and then we'll replant it. And at this point, I think just wheat and potatoes is good, because potatoes are what we eat as our food source, and wheat is good for feeding the animals. And, yeah, that'll be good. So, potatoes, and we also, on our trip, visited several villages and got a lot of hay bales. Each hay bale is 9 wheat, so that's a ton of wheat for feeding our animals right there. So, that'll keep us going for a while. And if we also keep planting things in rows like this so that they grow faster, because if you didn't know, planting crops in rows like this makes them grow faster. But if we keep making them grow quickly and harvesting them and planting wheat every other row, we should be getting a lot of, like a lot of wheat. So we shouldn't run out anytime soon, because, you know, we used to have a bit of a wheat shortage before we went on this adventure. But now we should be good. So we could grow stuff with bone meal if we want to, but I think we're fine to just let it grow. Let's go ahead and compost these, and then we'll go pick up the rest of the saplings, compost those. And then we'll go ahead and plant one more jungle tree and get ready to build a chick. That'll be fun. Oh, hold on, let's get those. There we go. Because, the reason we compost the extra saplings and the seeds is because, you know, from each oak tree that gives us, or that takes one sapling to grow, it might give us several saplings. So we already have a stack of saplings in there if we want to grow more. And as for the seeds, each each wheat crop gives us multiple seeds. So we really don't need, like, we keep gaining more. So if we don't compost them and we just hold on to them, they're just going to keep getting more and more in our chests. And there's really no point in having them because they're not going to be doing us any good. So instead we compost them to get some bone meal, which we can use to grow things more quickly, and it can actually, you know, do us good. Okay. Let's get 4 of those, put the rest of this away. We have a lot of oak wood here now. A lot of sticks, too. Let's go ahead and put away... well, actually, wait. Let's make the wheat into hay bales for easier storage. There we go. And then do that. And this. There we go. So this isn't the most organized food chest, but it's good enough for now. Okay. So we'll find a spot that we want to build. As soon as we plant the jungle tree, maybe a little further over here. Also, something I'd like to do, let's check. Now that we've had the sugarcane farm going here for... Oh, there we go. Okay, another sapling. Now that we've had this going for a while, how many... Okay, that's a decent amount of sugarcane. So that'll be nice. And of course, there are still more, like, saplings and things to get. But we can just stick this in the composter, and we don't have to have a completely empty inventory to do things. Okay, but... Oh, there we go. So, where do we want to build? I'm thinking maybe down here in this field. Right here would be a nice spot. Not too far from home. So, yeah, that'll be nice. So let's clear out a bit of an area here, and then I'll leave for a moment and pull up the screenshots that I took in Creative World so that I have a reference for what we'll need to be able to build it. And then we'll convert some of the concrete powder to concrete by placing it and pouring water on it. We're not just going to, like, place it where we want it and then pour water on it, because that's going to turn all of it into concrete, and we want a bit of a nice textured gradient appearance. Sort of. Like, we want different pixels to be slightly different colors, so we don't want it all to be concrete. We want some to stay as concrete powder. Okay, I think we've broken enough grass, though. It's not going to be that big, like, you know, each, like, I just looked at the new chick texture, from, like, the, what's it called? The recent update, and I just built it. Basically, each pixel is one block. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got it pulled up on my monitor. I'm not going to show it to you because you'll just see when we're done. So for the brown concrete first, we're going to need 2 of it to be concrete powder and 6 of it to be concrete. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. We've converted 3. Now we've converted 6. Nice. That's going to go around destroying grass, actually. Can it stop now, please? There it goes. But hey, I mean, that's an efficient way to get rid of grass and flowers and things, too. So we've converted that now, which is nice. So let's start building. And we have put its legs further apart than they actually are because we can't do like sub blocks. They aren't like vertical concrete slabs. So we'll do this. And then we also need to break that and break that. We need to put concrete in these holes just to make it look like it's, you know, has legs or has feet. So there we go, like that. Come on, okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we've got its legs. Now for orange. Oh, is it? The sun is going down. I'll be back once we've slept and once I've, you know, done things because I need to see a different screenshot to be able to see what we need to do for orange. Okay, so for the orange, we're going to need 18 orange concrete. So let's do this in a spot where it's not... Oh, wow, that already grew. That's shorter than the other one, but 18... So let's just do it here on the ground so that we don't cause problems. So that's... Is that 6? Yes, and then we do this, and then we will have gotten 18. We can also check by seeing if we have 18 dirt in our inventory. We have 20. Why? Did we have some from something else? Probably. But 18 orange concrete, and no orange concrete powder, I don't think. So let's see, if we play... Well, yeah, this is definitely 18. There we go. No, don't flow just that way. No, stop, stop. You're going to cause so much chaos. Water. Stop. Oh, this is why I don't like water. In real life either. I'm just kidding. I like water. Water is great. I'm sorry, water, please forgive me for calling you not good, but please stop destroying my stuff as well. Okay, stop. No, not again. Okay, it's just going to go down there. That's fine. It'll go away eventually. There we go, and we need it like this, mainly because this is going to be the bottom, and it'll fall if it's concrete powder, because concrete powder has physics, and concrete does not. Because concrete powder is just like sand and gravel, and a little bit of dye, and sand and gravel are the 2 blocks in the game that do fall. I mean, there are other ones, like the anvil, and presumably something else that I'm not thinking of, but, those are the main 2. Those in the anvil, so I guess 3. Okay, hold on. Let me, oops, do this. So yeah, we can see, it looks like, we're gonna need, let's get a bit more dirt, actually. So we can, oh, there goes that. Wow, okay. So that we can pillar up. Actually, I'll be back. Let's go get a couple more pieces of dirt from home, as well as another shovel. And we'll build a bit of a staircase up. That way we can sort of climb to the top without having to place and break blocks every time. So right here, we'll get that, and then we'll also get some more dirt, because that's just the easiest thing to use, and we'll get rid of it afterward anyway. We could use scaffolding, but that requires like string and bamboo, both things that we have, but not something I want to craft right now. I guess we could have used that for that advancement there, but that would have been much more dangerous. We already died doing that, and I don't want to... Or it would have been worse if we had, you know, died twice, I guess. Okay, so... Actually, this is the very edge of it, so we can just build a staircase right here. So, like... that, and then that, because it is going to be like 4 blocks above this, so like there's the second block, and then third, and then at that point we should be high enough now. And if we fall off of this, we'll take some damage, but only 1 heart, and it comes back immediately, so we don't need to worry about damage that much. So let's go ahead and build this. Nope, immediately. That's the wrong block. Okay. Nice. And then we're going to want 2 in this direction. Nice. Now we have 2 left over for the wings, which we'll do in a moment. But first of all, we need to do yellow. How much yellow will we need? I don't know. I'll check. Okay, it looks like maybe 14. We can always make more of it if we need to. So let's do 14 for now. Wait, I don't think I counted the wings, so that should be 16. So, yeah, that'll be 4 by 4. So here we go. And actually, it might be easier if we just dig 1 more down so that the water doesn't go everywhere. And that'll just make this much easier and we won't have to deal with the water. And then we'll just get rid of this pit when we're all the way done, and we know we don't need to convert any more concrete, even though this is probably it if we did it right. So we could probably actually fill it in now. Yeah, this will be cool. So, do that. Nice. There we go, and that should be it. So now we've got 16 of this, and we can always make more concrete powder if we need to. We have plenty of yellow dye, plenty of sand and gravel, so we're good. So, I think I miscounted a little bit more as well, but that's okay. Let's actually, wait, I'm missing 2 brown. We needed more brown than this. I did not count the nose. Also, we forgot black because it has eyes. Wow, I did not realize that we forgot all of that. I don't know how I forgot all of that, because I was looking at the screenshot. Maybe I wasn't, actually. When we planted, I don't think I was looking at... Wait, do we not have any black dye? Are we going to have to go get a squid? We might not have any black dye. Hold on. We don't have any black dye. So, let's go ahead and get a squid. Where can we find any... Oh, all the cocoa beans are still growing. So let's wait till those are done growing. They're almost done. Let's go get a squid, and then we'll be back. Hopefully there's some squid around. I don't want to kill squids often. That feels sort of mean. But we need some for some black dye. Just 1. It might give us multiple ink sacs, but we only need 1 for this. And we'll have 6 concrete left over, because that's just how the crafting works. Okay, I see some there. I'm sorry that we're going to have to do this, but we must. So, we only have to get rid of 1 of you. I'm sorry that we must do this. But, no, come back. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we only got 1. That's okay, we only needed 1. So, let's go ahead and get some sugarcane while we're here, because why not? Also, the screenshot is on my other monitor, so I have no idea how long we've been recording. Probably nearly an hour, but a lot of that was me, like, organizing stuff, so that won't be part of the video. So, I try to keep the Minecraft videos around half an hour. That seems like a good length for them, but sometimes they'll go a bit over. I mean, they're hardly ever just a bit under. They're usually, like, 35 minutes, but, like, as long as they're not 40, I'm pretty happy. Even if they are 40, I mean, it's still okay. I just don't want to make, like, super long Minecraft videos, because I don't know. I mean, let me know, like, what is your preference on the length of videos? Would you rather, like, hour-long videos? Would you rather 15-minute videos, or do you like half an hour? Just let me know your thoughts, because, again, I value feedback. Okay, but... Ooh. Nice, we can get this, and then, wait, wasn't there another... Yeah. You guys keep laying eggs. Okay, so now... We've got that. Let's just go through our house, because that's going to be faster. Okay, and then let's go ahead and harvest these. I know they're not all fully grown, but that's okay. We'll replant all of them except 1. Unless we finally have enough to plant all of these. Because we don't need a huge cocoa bean farm, because I don't anticipate us using them very much. It's just, it'll be nice to have them whenever we need brown dye for something. Because I think that's really the only... Well, you can use them to make cookies, too. Which actually might be a little more efficient than wheat. In terms of materials. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, wait, never mind. There's one more that we haven't done yet. But we can plant those. There we go. So we're almost, like, we've almost filled up the whole surface of all those trees. Or all those logs, at least. So now, let's go ahead and get out some sand and gravel. There we go. That should be plenty. Nothing in the furnaces. Okay. Let's make some brown dye and some black dye. There we go. Now we've got 8 black concrete powder. And we can get 8 more brown concrete powder. Nice. Now we're going to just need 2 of each of those, and we can put away everything else for use of, or for using it another day. So, let's see. I mean, we can put away the sugarcane. Oh, that's gonna fill... See, this chest, even with removing all the meat, it's still almost full. Which is gonna be a problem. But... let's see. Let's go ahead and put away that. And also that. And then... that should be enough, so we can put away the... oh, except those aren't gonna fit. Let's just put them in these building materials for now, then, because I don't feel like making another chest for now. And then we're going to go ahead and... okay, let's convert these quickly, then, and then we'll go to sleep. Okay. Let's do this, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that. Okay, quickly, quickly, quickly. And then... fill the dirt back in. And then quickly head back into here and sleep. And then in the morning we will go and finish the chick statue, hopefully. That would be very nice. Because we have been working on this for several episodes, but it's fun to have projects like this that aren't directly related to advancements. If you don't know, if you haven't been keeping up with the series, the goal with the series is to get all of the advancements in the game. But that doesn't mean everything we have to do has to be toward that. I mean, it's Minecraft. You're supposed to have fun and, like, you know, express your creativity. Do fun things, even if there's not an advancement for them. So, that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and use... actually, let's just use concrete here for now. We'll actually break this, because we don't want to fill it... or, no. We're going to place stuff here first. But we don't want to completely fill this in. We're only going to place the blocks we need to, and only fill it in if we need to put concrete powder at the top. But I didn't take any screenshots of the top of it, because I wasn't thinking, so that'll be a bit of an issue. So there's its nose. Now we can do that, and that's actually going to mess up our staircase, because I, again, was not thinking. So let's go ahead and get some more dirt, so that we can just, like, navigate around it. There we go. So now we're going to need that there. And actually, hold on. Give me just a moment so I can switch screenshots. Here we go. So, looks like we're going to want to place the block here. It's going to be orange concrete. Anyway, let's get rid of a couple of the things that are in our hotbar currently, because we really shouldn't need them. And that way we can fit more of these. That should actually be plenty. So now we can put some orange concrete here, yellow concrete here, and along the back, and also one right here. And then I think on this side, well, we've got a wing to put here. So that'll be just yellow, and then orange. Wow, and that's it with the orange, I think. I don't even think we need any orange concrete powder. I think we're doing pretty well, but hold on, I need to switch again. Oops, wrong button. So it looks like now that's this side that I'm looking at. I'm pretty sure. So 2 of those blocks were incorrectly placed. There we go. Wait, no. This one goes here, not here. So now, I think we're almost done with just the yellow concrete. Hold on. Sorry, I keep having to pause to switch views, but, whoops. Hold on. That's the wrong orientation. Okay, so we need one like there. Right behind the eye on the other side. Okay. So I guess right here? I think. So now, oh yeah, the eyes just go right here. And... wait, then why is this here? What am I doing? I guess... I don't know. Wait, no. That eye's wrong. No, that eye goes right here. Okay, so then... we'll need that there. I'm just trying to put all the just normal concrete down first. It's like we can spare a concrete to put there, so we can then put that on top. Put those two on top. There we go, and now we've finished the front of it. So now, let me pause for another moment. Nope. Okay, so let's do this part here. This is its right side. No, its left, our right. So right here, whoa, careful. Wow, it's starting to look like a chick, and if you don't look at the sides, it looks complete. Yeah, our right, it's going to look like, that. And then that, and that, and there we go. Okay, so now, we've got to look, the back actually I think is just going to be more of this, which means that we're now out, basically. Hold on, let's look at the one last side that we have yet to do, okay. So it is this side, and it looks like we need that. Oh, that's where that other one came from before. I had that wrong, okay. So, how much more concrete powder are we going to need in terms of yellow? Actually, we probably could use the orange on the inside, because it doesn't matter what it looks like. And we just need stuff to fill it in. So we're going to need, let's see, 2 more yellow concrete powder. We'll turn all the orange... well, no. We're going to need 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 orange. I didn't mean... there are no shaders active. How are you going to reload them? I don't know. But we're going to need 3 orange to become concrete. And then we'll use yellow for the last one. And then we'll also need 4 more yellow concrete powder. So 4... so, well, it doesn't matter 4, because we're going to have to make 8. So, more yellow concrete powder, and also 3 of these orange have to become concrete. So let's just go ahead and do that now. Nice, and then go ahead and pour that, and then dig that up, and then fill it in. Nice, and then we're going to go ahead and make some more yellow concrete powder, and then we'll be done. We can destroy the stuff. Well, we'll have to place those blocks, obviously, but then we can destroy the scaffolding, and we'll be done. It's possible I've made a mistake, and this is not exactly like my reference, but you don't even get to see my reference anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I suppose if you really want to, you could let me know in the comments, and I'm sure I could show it in a future video or something, but I'm not sure why, because it's basically the same as what we're doing. Okay, what am I doing? Ah, yeah, yellow. I'd forgotten what I was supposed to be doing. Let's do that. And then... that. Nice. So now we can go ahead and make some yellow concrete powder. Wait. First we need some yellow dye. Now we can do that. Nice. Okay, so... and we'll have 4 yellow concrete powder and 3 orange concrete powder left over. And in the future, we'll look at that and we'll be like, how did we end up with that amount? That's such a weird amount of things to have left. I mean, there's also brown and black left, 6 of each, but... Okay, so... Wait, did we miscount? Okay, we forgot to do these, but that's okay because we still have enough. Even though we were wrong about how many we would need, we still had it. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Okay. Nice. Hold on. Wow, some of these grew grass. They were there so long. Okay, but there we go. It's very tall, but... nicely textured. I'm actually pretty proud of this because I was gonna say I didn't look at a build and then copy it, but I did look at the official texture, so I suppose that sort of counts. But still, I had to sort of do things my own way because I couldn't see the entire thing. It was just like, you know, it was just on the Minecraft wiki, so like you couldn't see the whole. It's just you could see it from one angle. But yeah, I think that's pretty nice. So of course now we're gonna have to turn on shaders and get a screenshot with shaders on. And I just froze my game by... Please tell me it did not just crash. There we go. I was going to say, did it really crash? Because the music stopped for some reason. I don't know why that stops the music. But let's go ahead and get like a screenshot here, maybe? Well, I mean, I guess we don't really need a screenshot. I can just get a screenshot from my like video editor, or I can get one of the actual ones that we take. But this way I can have more control over exact angles. Okay, that should be good. And whenever I do screenshots like this for thumbnails, I like to turn shaders on. I've only done that a couple times, but I'm trying to see, like, you know, does turning shaders on make the thumbnail look better? I don't know. But anyway, we did that now. We have a statue of a chick. So, commenter who requested that, I hope you are happy. Anyway, and with that being said, I know that I am happy with this episode of our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a like and comment your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the build that we did today? Are you, do you like it? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was awful? And it's like, oh, I can hardly stand to look at that. I don't know. Let me know. But also, the playlist is on the screen right now if you want to see past or future episodes, and I would highly recommend you check them out. They've been a lot of fun. We've done lots of cool things, and I can't remember where to put stuff here. Where's this go? Okay. We've done lots of cool things, and gotten lots of advancements and things, and we have lots more to do. So with that being said, please do consider subscribing to see more videos. If you got this far in the video and enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. It would help out the channel a lot, and you could, you know, see our other series and get notified when new videos come out. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell, and don't forget to subscribe.